Hello guys, in this video I'm going to talk about what are the best countries are there to study your master's education and how you can actually shortlist the countries. What are the things you should consider when you are selecting a country for your master's education. Let's see one by one. First thing you should consider is like whether you are about to study tuition fee less or tuition fee free universities, or you are going to study in a world renowned universities. Then you have to consider what is the tuition fees for those universities. So you have to make a lot of consideration. So if you're going to study for a low cost tuition fees or like zero fees, then you have to shortlist the countries. What are the countries that is giving low cost, high quality education abroad? The countries like Germany is there, countries like Czech. Is there any scholarship available? I can take it. So you have to consider like that. And you can also study in top universities like from USA, Canada, Australia, UK. If you see, most of the countries says you have to pay a huge amount of money, but obviously they have a lot of scholarship for those courses. You have to look for those things. If you are about to study in Germany, for example, it is a well-renowned country for most of the students. They are actually going to Germany every year because of the benefits like tuition fee free, or there is very less semester fees they have to pay. And it is having a very good collaboration with the industries. You get a lot of part-time jobs. So it is one of the popular destinations, Germany. Similarly, you can study in UK. It has very top universities in the world. You see 1800 there is a lot of top universities in UK, and the benefit of there is like 3 years bachelor's degree you can study, and plus 1 year if you study is like 4 years you can complete your bachelor's and master's. So there is a lot of world renowned universities you can consider studying there. And the job market, they have a lot of industries like starting from manufacturing to pharma to like food industry. A lot of industries are there. So every country is having a lot of big industries. You have to consider which industries I'm going to work and which industry is top in such country. You have to you study like that. And similarly, USA, world renowned universities are there in USA. If you see, most of the highly ranked universities in top 100 or 200, most of them they come from USA. Because the USA, most of the time they spend a lot of money on the universities. They spend a lot of money on the research facilities. So if you have an idea and if you want to develop it, the universities can actually fund it if you have a valid idea. But also remember, the cost of studying in USA is very high. So yes, obviously you have to do some considerations like this shortlisting, and you can study in Canada as well. Many students are going to Canada because it is one of the most welcoming country, Canada, and you can get a post study permit up to 3 years. So it's not 3 years for everyone, but up to 3 years. Depends on the course you are studying, like how many years you are studying. So yeah, high quality education the Canada is providing, and you have a very good quality life. You can enjoy the scenic environment in Canada. Similarly, you can study in Australia. You can have a lot of part-time opportunities in Australia. Very good courses, good universities are there in Australia as well, and you can also enjoy the nature as well. You can study in New Zealand. New Zealand also, over the years, they are also actually producing a lot of good ranking on the universities on the world forum on the world level. So yeah, you can study in New Zealand. It's a welcoming country for the international students. You will have an hands-on experience when you are studying itself in such a country. So the opportunities are always high in most of the developed countries. You can study in Sweden, you can study in Norway, you can study in Denmark. So if you see Sweden and Norway, they are very good for sustainability. Mostly they are now trying to develop everything from their own. So every industries, from manufacturing to pharma to medical industry to energy industry, everything they are trying to be like self-sustained. So you can actually study all the courses, but keep in mind you have to study in some good colleges from the best countries, and you have to opt for scholarship opportunities are there. Sweden actually provides a lot of scholarship opportunities. Sweden, Netherlands, Denmark. They actually have a lot of scholarships. So you have to search from your side. Some countries they provide education at high cost, but there are some scholarships available to the students, to top students. So you have to keep in mind like what are the countries where my education is going to be better after I'm graduating. So another thing you should consider is quality of life. If you are studying from a better country, for example from Europe or from USA, you have to compare what is the quality of life if I am studied and graduated from Norway or from Germany or from USA. How is my quality of life is going to be? That is very, very important. Most of the times the students doesn't see this. They only see how much money I'm going to earn, and that's it. You have to see the quality of life. That's very, very important. And another important thing you should keep in mind is the return of investment. If I'm going to spend a huge amount of money, for example $30,000 on a tuition fees, then you have to add also the living expenses. So education is really expensive, right? So then you have to consider what is the return of investment I'm going to get. Either I want to study in like universities like Harvard, and I'm going to pay huge of amount of money, or I can also study in some similar well established university in Germany, like a tuition fee completely free, or with a low semester fee. You have to make your consideration whether you have to study in a free and a well established university, or you have to study in some dream country, like most of the people, they dream of going to Europe and the Western countries. So you have to think which country I want to go, what are the considerations I have, for me what is important, whether the quality of life, return of investment. So how relevant, what is the job you're going to get. So these are the things you should consider. And you can also study in Singapore as well. It is one of the developed country as well. So it is very centrally located in Asia. So top universities are highly ranked universities in Singapore, and there is also a lot of business hubs in Singapore. Yeah, that's what I want to convey to you guys in this video. So when you are going to select a country, you have to think from yourself whether I can able to pay such tuition fees, or what is the living cost of living in that country, how much I need to pay for the cost of living as well in addition to the tuition fees. And you should also consider the return of investment. If you study in some low tuition fees countries, the return of investment is really high because you are not actually spending a lot of money initially. So you have to make those considerations, and you have to see what kind of jobs I'm going to get in a country. And you have to think about the quality of life also is very, very important. Not because of the money they pay you get, because the quality of life also is very, very important. Sometimes you will end up in a very stressful job as well, where they will pay you high, but your quality of life will be ruined completely. You have to take it like different angles, different perspective, and which is best for you, you have to consider. If you have a lot of scholarship, then it's really good. You can actually go and study in any country which you are like. But if you don't have scholarship, then if you are about to take some loans, then you have to shortlist the countries where they have the low tuition fees, where you have a better job opportunities. So there is always, all countries are best. If you are going for a English speaking country, obviously you have advantage that you don't have to learn the language, right? But the thing is, you have to be very, very keep in mind is like, if you don't have to learn a language, it's easy for you. The thing is, it's going to be also challenging. You have to see there is a lot of competition. Every students, they are going to the English speaking countries for the masters. Only few students, they are going to the European countries like Norway, Sweden, Germany. They are actually getting a very good job, actually better than some of my friends. I have seen them. So you have to keep consider whether I need to learn a language in some short time, and that's going to help me in getting a job. So you have to consider then, okay, I can go for this country, I can go for Germany, I can go for Norway, I can go for like Sweden. So you have to consider like that. Or you can go for UK if you have some relatives or someone, and they can also guide you better. So always talk to some experts, talk to some university professors, or your friends who actually graduated, and they will give some insights as well. So based on that, you should shortlist your options. Don't actually try to apply for all the universities in different countries. Shortlist, and then you have 2 to 3 countries with you, and then apply the top universities in that country. Don't have a lot of things in your hand, then you will be like wasting time and you'll be confused. So keep in mind, always study the top universities from the top countries, and you will be getting in a top industry as well for job. Thank you guys. If you found this useful, please subscribe to my channel and shoot your questions. I will be making a video for you guys. So good luck for you guys if you are applying for the education abroad. Good luck for you guys. And if you are applying for a scholarship opportunities or even for a direct job opportunities, good luck for you guys. See you all in other video.